Also, if you're interested in playing golf, please meet at the basketball court at around 3 so you can meet the coach.
And I have two announcements. First, exec members, we have a meeting today, and tomorrow the volleyball tournament continues. It's the seniors versus 10th grade. So even though you're not playing, please show up and support your other peers, and it'll just be a fun event if a ton of people come. So please come out and support. And senior class presidents, please remind your classes to participate. Thank you.
So, last Thursday, our first home game, girls basketball, we won our game. The score was 50-33. Paulina Cobb had 19 points, and Lauren Marshall had 17 points. It was an awesome game. And tomorrow, girls basketball has a home game at 5 against Oakwood. There we go.
Yeah, the guys, last Thursday also won. It was a little closer, but that was the guys' JV. Tomorrow the varsity's playing right after the girls at 6:30, so be there.
So I have two announcements. First, there's a Classical Honor Society meeting today at lunch in the Underworld. And second, there is a JETS meeting tomorrow at lunch in Mr. Johnson's room. It's really important because we're going to be sorting out, who's partnering whom and who's working on what scenarios. So please be there. And if you're not there, then tell someone what scenario you'd like to work on or email it to me so we can sort things out. Thank you. I have 3 announcements. First announcement, club presidents, if you haven't talked to me yet about getting your phone number in the yearbook, you need to tell me that as soon as possible. Second, senior pages, we have around half of them so far, so please keep turning those in. And then third, this is mostly for parents, just make sure you, specifically senior parents and other business owners, submit ads for the yearbook. Thank you. Q&A meeting today at lunch in room 4. Be there.
What is the air velocity of an unladen swallow?
If you don't know, then come to York's movie night of the Monty Python.
The movie starts, it's going to start around 6:30, but we're going to start selling pizza or drinks and stuff like that at 5:30.
So make sure to bring money, but the movie itself is free.
We're not doing IOUs.
Yeah, so I'll be there. Thank you. Sophomore class will be having a pizza and hot chocolate sale in the coffee room.
Pizza is $2 a slice. Hot chocolate is $1 a cup. We have marshmallows and
Whipped cream.
whipped cream. And then for the pizza, we have cheese, pepperoni, and combo. Si straw get some.
Chess Club meeting tomorrow. We're meeting in the Commons, and we're taking a picture, so be sure to be there.
Stop comparing yourself to others. You probably hear this phrase a lot, and you hear it for a reason. It's good advice. In middle school, I consistently placed second best in my classes. Second best. To the same person, David. He was the person who succeeded in everything. Sports, academics, music, art, student government, everything. Don't get me wrong, we were actually friends. Everyone adored him because he seemed so amazing. As for me, I wasn't so good at all that stuff. I've never been very athletic or socially adept. Academics and music were my forte, but I never felt good enough at anything because I knew that David was out there doing the same thing but better. At the end of 7th grade, elections for executive student government. I had dreamed of running for treasurer since 6th grade. So I went for it, with only one person opposing me. As the previous student council came to our classrooms to announce who had won, my hands shook and sweated. I was nervous because I wanted to win at something so badly. My mind was racing. I had put a lot of work into this. I had put up campaign posters, delivered a speech in front of almost the whole school. Not an easy thing to do, since I was very shy at the time. Then came the words, "The next treasurer will be..." I held my breath as they said my name. I did it. Then they announced the other positions. David was president. Even though I technically won, I still got upset because I wasn't better at anything. I ran against one person while he ran against 5 or 6. I was miserable. He beat me at everything. And I couldn't do anything about it. When I came to York in 9th grade, I felt that I'm never going to be the best at anything. I noticed so many incredibly talented people. Everyone was so intelligent, compassionate, generally amazing. This is still very intimidating. I finally realized that it's okay if people are smarter, stronger, more charismatic, more talented than me. That's just the way that life is going to be. If we all try as hard as we can still succeed. No one will ever truly achieve happiness if we keep comparing ourselves to others. I focused so much on the fact that I was not the absolute best that I lost track of the fact that I was actually doing really well. If I had not compared myself to David all the time, I would have realized that I'm not as socially inept as I thought. I'm not as talentless as I thought. I'm not as stupid as I thought. I'm not the same as David. I'm not a lesser version of him. I'm me. I shouldn't compare that to anything.
Something a little bit less inspiring, but hopefully I can get your help on. We need to do a better job about drop-off and pickup and parking in general on campus. It's been an issue. Several parents, people visiting the school have raised concerns, and we've heard some complaints. It's really important. A couple things that have been not working well. When people are coming in and parking, you should always come in for the drop-off in the circle. Drop people off there. We don't drop people off. We don't pick up people in front of the main entrance to the school, especially in that crosswalk. And this is a problem in the morning, in the evening, after sports. It's very dangerous. If you want to park, if you can't park in the circle or in another area, you can park in front of the school, but you have to pull into a parking spot, not across 3 or 4 parking spots, taking them up, but actually park in a parking spot. And then it'll make things much safer. No one's going to get hurt. We don't want anyone hurt on campus. In terms of encouraging your parents or whoever comes to pick you up, it's very annoying when one car comes into the circle and it stops there and waits to see if you appear with your cello or with another musical instrument or something else, and there are other cars behind who have already picked up the person and waiting to pull through that circle. So please, if you're not ready, please encourage your parents not to stop there, but to go and either park next to the softball fields, park in one of the spots in front of the school, or somewhere else. But try and be respectful about that and safe. So hopefully we can do a better job. John, our wonderful groundkeeper, and myself will be, as well as Ms. Sanika, will be making visits to those areas periodically to help encourage people to do the right thing. Thank you.
Well, we've already heard how talented you all are, and I agree. But it's always nice to acknowledge people who are not only talented, but who work hard and are disciplined. And I'm happy to say that these people have been accepted to the All-State Honor Orchestras. This is a pretty big deal because there's literally thousands of kids who audition for these positions. Juvie, Justin Vu, is in the middle school. Megan Tang is in the high school honor string orchestra. And Jonathan Vu is in the high school honor symphony.
Regarding the field trip to the DeYoung Museum, these permission slips are starting to trickle back in. I just wanted to say that, to be fair, as they come in, until this stack reaches 21, once you turn yours in, you've secured a spot on the trip, and after that, you'll go on a kind of waiting list. So get them in to me real soon, and turn them into me personally so they don't end up in several different people's hands, and then we'll know who's all going. Thanks.
So I wanted to say, first of all, thank you for your support and your care for all of us actually, for Jackson, for me, and for my husband John. You've been so gracious and kind, whether you've been coming up and saying something to me when I've been on campus. You've been so patient with me when I've not been on campus. You have been lovely about texting and sending emails and cards. And I don't know if you can recognize, unless you've been in the position of receiving those things, just how powerful that can be. Just knowing that people are out there thinking about you and hoping for the best for you. So thank you so much for doing that and for giving us your energy and your love and your support and your prayers. It's been very powerful. The update at this point is, number one, I got a chance when I was here last week to take pictures of the beautiful sign in the library. And my husband and I shared all those pictures with Jackson, and he loved seeing them. And he thought they were so sweet of you to write those notes and messages. So where we are right now is that he was transferred this past weekend and is now settled in. I don't know if you're aware of the fact that he's in the Navy. And so he was transferred to the Palo Alto Veterans Hospital up there, which has one of the best spinal rehab centers in the world. And he gets to start today with actual true rehab, 3 hours, and he's just out there going, yeah, I'm going to show them. That's kind of who he is, you know. This guy's an alpinist, right? He's a mountain climber. So he's climbing that mountain. He's off to do that. So he's very excited about getting to do that and being there. So I will ask you to continue, now just think of them up there in Palo Alto and continue sending those great thoughts because they have been so helpful.